Hello again. So this is the assessment problem E7.2, in which we have to find out the response V naught of t for t greater than 0 in this circuit or figure E7.2. okay, so now again we can see here that we have a switch here and a DC source here. So this is again a problem which is related to the transient response. Okay, so now let us analyze it by using the same procedure which we had used earlier on. So now for t less than 0, let us see that the switch here is in closed position, so the capacitor here has reached its steady state. So when it has reached its steady state, it will behave like an open circuit. So in order to draw the circuit here, it will be like this one. Here the switch here is basically short circuited, and the capacitor here will behave as an open circuit. Let me draw it. Okay, this is the resistor and the current source is here as well. So draw it clearly. So now this is our circuit in which this is 6 kilo, this is again 6 kilo, 9 volts, this is the open circuit, this is 6 kilo, and that is the 2 milliamps. Now what we have to do, we have to find the value here which is VC. So we have to find the value of VC0 because that would be our initial condition here. So in order to find the value of VC here, we can easily use any method, whatever we like. We have analyzed our circuit by using many methods, but here for the convenience I am going to use the method which is called the nodal analysis. Okay, because I am seeing here that we have only two nodes, one is this one and the other one is here. Let me, this is node number 1, this is node number 2. okay, so making it a reference node here. So when I will make it a reference node, so how this circuit will behave, nodal analysis here, how it will behave. So that would be VC. So through VC I can see many currents. First is this one, second one is this one, third is this, and fourth one is this one. So I have some currents, so let me write them with this color: I1, I2, I3 and I4. And according to the KCL, the sum of I1 plus I2, I3 and I4 is equal to 0. So what is the value of I1? The value of I1 is VC minus 9 divided by 6k. What is the value of I2? That is VC divided by 6k, that is VC divided by 6k again. And here, as the current, the direction of this current is opposite at that of the I4, so that would be minus 2 milliampere. So let me write it 2 amp, so this should be equal to 0. okay, so now let me analyze it. So analyzing it and multiplying both sides by this 6k, what I will get, I will get VC minus 9 plus VC plus VC, this is not VCC but VC equal to this will be 12 here. okay, so basically adding both sides by 2m here and multiplying 6k at both sides, what I will get here, I will get 12 here. So adding them together, this will be 3 VC minus 9 equal to 12, or 3 VC equal to 21, or the value of VC is that is basically 7 volts. So that is VC 7 volts, or I can also call it VC0 equal to 7 volts. So that is the initial condition which we have find out from our switching condition. Okay, so after it, let me draw my circuit for the condition when t is greater than 0. When t is greater than 0, the switch will be opened here, and this capacitor has reached its steady state. So how the circuit will be now? It will be now, as this circuit, this power portion of the circuit has been removed, so only the portion which is at the right side of this switch will remain here. This one, that is the 2 milliamps, 6 kilo ohm, and the capacitor of 2.5 microfarad. Okay, so now that is the circuit which I have to analyze now. So in order to analyze it, what I can do, I can very clearly see here that the current is flowing at this towards this one. This is, let me call it VCT, and similarly this current is flowing through this one, and that is the I6. This is IC. So here we can very easily see that the value of I6 is equal to the IC plus this 2 milliamps. Okay, or writing it like IC minus I6 is equal to the minus 2 milli. So that is the equation here, and we can very easily formulate here that the value of IC, as we already find out, is d VCT divided by dt, and the value of I6 is minus the voltage across this one, so that is VC of t divided by 6k. Okay, that is this current, which is equal to the minus 2 milli. Okay, or it can also be called like 10 raised to power minus 3. Okay, now writing the value of C here, and the value of C here is basically 2.5 microfarad, so that is minus 6 dVCT divided by dt minus VCT divided by 6k, so that is minus 2 into 10 raised to power minus 3. Now multiplying both sides by 6k, what I will get here, 2.5 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 6 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3, that is because of kilo here, and here dVCT divided by dt minus this 6k will be cancelled out with the multiplied term, so here I will get VCT, and here when multiplied this 2 with the 6 I will get minus 12. Okay, so and 10 raised to power minus 3 will be cancelled out with the kilo term of 10 raised to power plus 3. So here now calculating the terms here, so here 6 into 2.5, that is 15, into 10 raised to power minus 3 into dVCT divided by dt minus VCT, that is equal to minus 12, or that is also 0.015, and dividing both sides by this term here, what I will get, so let me write it easily here, that will be dt, and the equation at the end will be 0.015. okay, vct is equal to the minus 800 here. Okay, so that is the equation which we have to find out, and now that is the first order non-homogeneous differential equation, and now we have to find the solution of this equation. And we can very easily see here that the solution here will be consist of two terms. First one will be the particular solution and the second will be the complementary solution here. Okay, so now we have to find these two solutions here, and let me call it equation b. So what will be the solution here? Like that would be vct equal to k1 plus k2 exponential of minus t over tau. Okay, so that would be the shape of our solution, and let me call it equation c here. Okay, so now in order to find the value of vc of in order to find the value of k1, let me call vc of t equal to k1, and putting it in equation a, what I will get here, the derivative term will be 0 because this is a constant here, and now it will be minus 1 over 0.015 k1 equal to the minus 800. These two will cancel out, and at the end I will have k1 equal to the 800 multiplied by 0.015. okay, so this is now the term, and after calculating it, what I will get, the value here will be 12. okay, so the value of k1 is 12 here, so let me call it d. So that is the equation which have found out the value of k1 here. Now in order to find the value of in order to find the particular solution, what we have to do, we have to find the time constant here, which is tau, and tau, again this is the RC circuit, so time constant here is RC, and we have already seen here that the time constant here is this one, so the time constant is 0.015, and similarly writing this value in our equation, which is the equation C, what I will get here. So in writing our values in equation C, what I will have, that is k1 is 12, and similarly the value of k2 and exponential of minus t over 0.015. okay, now what we have to do, we have to find the value of k2. In order to find the value of k2, for k2 let me put t equal to 0. So now when I will put t equal to 0, all t's here will be 0, and here it will be 12 plus k2. okay, or the value of k2 is vc0 minus 12. Do we know the value of vc0? Yes, we have found out earlier on, and that is basically 7 volts. So writing it here, what I will get, k2 will be equal to 7 minus 12, and it will be, k2 is now minus 5, so the value of k2 is minus 5. So therefore now putting all the values in equation, what I will get, vc of t will be equal to the 12 minus 5 exponential of minus t over 0.015. so that is for t greater than 0. So that is the answer which this question asked us to find out, and that is here. okay, so that is the solution of our question, and I will see you with some more questions like this one. And these are basically the transient questions which are somehow tricky in finding out the steady states and similarly the transient states of the circuit elements. So I think till then you have grasped all the fundamental concepts behind the basic steps here. So I will see you with some more questions and some more tips and tricks with some other question. Till then, take care of yourself and thank you so much.